to have you with us as we are back and raring to go on this second day of July, the year 2018, here as we begin a couple days of Mad Dog Unleashed on a great Sirius XM 82. Colin Schmeling is in the house today, new proud papa. Little Quinn Edward, is that his middle name? Up at night, that girl of his is all butt out of shape now. You got to share mommy and daddy. Not pleased, but there you go. Good to have Eddie Erickson here, too. He's been off for 4 days. Now, Eddie does not deserve the 4 days off, but he's finagled in his contract that when I go, he goes. But that's if Tori, who's not Einstein, writing down the numbers, if that's the way they want to play it, that is the way they want to play it. Good to have Steve Tori. I heard Steve last week do 45 minutes on the supposed Durant-LeBron conversation that they were going to link up and join forces. That moved the needle pretty well. Anyway, as we talk, nice. What'd you expect? It wasn't to come back out and harpoon everybody? 888 Mad Dog 6. That is your two-way sports talk telephone number as we chat to you about what's going on in the world of sports. And yes, we know the topic, and yes, I'll have to get to it here eventually. Let me just tell you this. You talk about a bachelor 4 days, and I give the lovely wife, Jeannie, all the credit in the world. Left here on Monday. Tuesday morning, I played tennis from 9 to 11:30. Okay? Beautiful weather. Nicest summer day of the year. It really was phenomenal weather. Wednesday, I played golf at 9:30. I came home, errand or two, and then I ran to the tennis courts and played tennis from 6 to quarter to 9. I shot 95 on a golf course. I hit the ball phenomenally off the tee, but couldn't do anything else. Where's Chris and Charlotte? Thursday, it rained, so a match that I had in tennis got canceled. All right, I dealt with what I had to deal with. Friday is the day of all time. I took 3 people from tennis to golf, 8:15, teed up at 9. I had a Grey Goose at 12 on the 13th hole. That's early for me, even for me. 5 o'clock somewhere. I had a where's that Jimmy Buffett? So I had a Grey Goose at 12. Really a Grey Goose and a half. Played better on 94, but I hit the ball better. Had lunch, and then I played 3 sets of tennis with the aforementioned at the same place. So I left my house at 7:30, and I got back at 5:30. And I had 3 sets of tennis and the 18 holes of golf in. That's not bad. And then I got up first thing Saturday morning, and I played more tennis at 7:30. Then I had to put up with Jurassic Park and the mommy for a couple. I dealt with that. All right, that was at night. And then yesterday, I pretended that I didn't want to play, basically scheming all day how I could figure it out. And so what I did was I told Tim, get up and go to church at 8:30. Keep mommy happy. And if you do that, I'll work on her, and I'll get you on a golf course after you finish your little Roger Sherman deal at 4. He did what he was supposed to. And my excuse was, hon, he can't go out there by himself on a holiday weekend. He's a junior member. I got to go with him. Bunch of nonsense. She don't know. Out I went. Played golf again. And not only that, Chris and Charlotte, an 85. You hit it. 7 pars and a birdie. Father Rob, the idiot who's destroyed the Scotland trip. I got more people canceling in that dopey trip because they've been so disgusted with his ineptitude. Anyway, he showed up, and I took all his money, and there's nothing better than that, beating him, and he thinks he's out in Rapid City at some big-time golf course. He goes to Shorehaven. His little joint in Rapid City is a freaking cow pasture compared to my joint, and he got killed. So that was fun. And I was playing golf. Think about it. I left you on Monday at 6 o'clock. Okay? And on Sunday at 8:30 at night, I was still playing sports. That's pretty good. That is a good 4 days. Now, I don't get that at the Jersey Shore at the dope Pat Smith, but that was a good 4 days, and I want that club for myself, Pat, on a 28th of July. 5 or 6 kids from the field club are coming, and, that's Sampras, Federer, those kind of caliber players. Clean out. Let me take over. Anyway, so that's a nice trip. Now, in the meantime, I did flip on Sirius XM and a lot of radio shows. I'll tell you right now, we could have had, and everywhere else I turned on the satellite world, we could have had Game 7 of the World Series on. We could have had Nicholas come back and be on the back nine leading a major. We could have had Federer and Nadal 9 hours in the gloaming, 10-10 in the fifth set. We could have had essentially Bobby Hull return with Gordie Howe. We could have had, you would not have known it. No. Because last week, and led by the great and infamous Torrey, and obviously second by Evan Cohen, and then on we went. We did more NBA last week than you can check a stick at. I was getting calls from this company like you wouldn't believe. I mean, Wimbledon started today. You wouldn't know it. The Billy Andrade, our pal, is out at that Senior Open in Broadmoor, Colorado. You wouldn't have known it. Even the World Cup, you wouldn't have known that much really at all. Yankees, Red Sox, you would have had no clue. No, what you did know was that there was a text conversation that was had between Durant and LeBron, and let's manufacture 30 hours of talk radio on Kev. Hi, LeBron, what's up? And yeah, fine, LeBron. How you doing? That two sentences basically carried Steve Torrey and crew for about 4 days last week. There you have it. Who just scored? Japan. They're going to beat Belgium. All right. World Cup, we'll get to that a little bit later on. Belgium was one of the big-time favorites, and here comes Japan, who basically didn't even try in their last game in the round robin because they knew they could win on yellow cards less than the Senegal did. You don't think I follow this stuff? And as a
result, it's a good job by you.
That's the proud papa. And as a result of that, Japan now got the B game against Belgium, and right now they lead 2-0. Anyway, to make a long story short, if you went the terrestrial route, you know what you got? You could break down that Yankee lineup from here to Kingdom Come. Should I bat Torres 8th? Should I do this 6th? Should I do that 3rd? You would have broken down that Yankee lineup like you wouldn't have believed. If you went the satellite route, what you got instead, essentially, was, well, wow, how about if Durant and LeBron end up playing with each other in L.A., which everybody knew was never going to happen. That is what, so here's what I'm basically, before I go to my first break, here's what I'm saying. I have come, as Steven Strasburg, I was in the building when his fans flocked to see him. His first ever start at Nationals Park against the Pirates back about 10 years ago. They came to see their savior. Well, your savior on the radio dial has returned. What do you think? I was going to make it that easy for you and just throw LeBron out there for 25 minutes? I'll get to that. We continue here on Mad Dog Unleashed.